Hey folks, what's going on? Angel here. As you know, I'm the host of the Young Entrepreneur Mindset podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to leave a comment, subscribe, please. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate your support. Also, for any of you who want to listen to the audio download, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, all the links, anywhere you listen to your basic music and also other podcasts. Uh, I'm available on those platforms as well. So look it up, man. I appreciate your feedback. Also, give me a review. I appreciate that because maybe someday you could be on this platform as well to showcase what you do. The reason I created this podcast was just to connect with some great-minded entrepreneurs that either whether you're starting a business or you're looking to grow your business and maybe you don't have time for social media. Well, guess what? I invite you to look me up, send me a invite, an email. All my information is out there on all the social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, whatnot, TikTok, and the YouTube channel. And then connect with me, and I'll be glad to get to know you personally as well and get to know your business, right? And how you can help, or how you're helping uh, entrepreneurs within your community, etc., etc. And this platform was created for that, so we could talk. How'd you get started? Tell me about your story, anything you want to share, and how your business is growing, and how your business can help others grow as well. Right? Sharing is caring. That's what I think about, and that's what I like. So today I'm going to have a special guest. His name is Frank Ammons, and we met through Facebook and a group that's called Need a Guest. I sent an invite to many people, and many people have been writing back to me. I appreciate that. But Frank reached out, and also he understands that he wants to help others and their business, help others uh, gain that prosperity as well. So when we're talking about that, he's in a solo business, he's an entrepreneurship business. So with that being said, let's go ahead and welcome Frank to the podcast. How you doing, Frank, man?
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
No, you're welcome, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable. So let's get right into it, man. Um, I know you're in the state of Florida as well. So that's good, man. Tell us a little bit about your story. Were you born and raised? Who were maybe your influence when you were younger that, got you into I always say the entrepreneurship. We were born entrepreneurs. Everyone's born entrepreneur. This is my opinion. We're born entrepreneurship. Is that later down the road we develop and we discover that entrepreneurship spirit and growth. So tell me a little bit about yourself and my audience.
Yeah, man. Again, thank you for letting me come on and share a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
entrepreneurship has been a part of me from day one.
right.
For me, it's like, hey, would I rather work for someone else or build something myself? And I'm just a builder. I have that mindset and mentality. And so, from day one, trying to get a job and work for someone else, I'm a little bit rebellious. I don't like listening to others. I mean, that's sometimes not a good trait, but
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it's also got some pluses, which is, you find your own way. You pioneer and you're a trailblazer in certain ways. And so for me, from day one, getting my own job as a 17, 16 or 17-year-old kid to now figuring out how to make money. I mean, I've always said to people, look, some of the most important decisions you'll make, right? Especially if your audience is young, the most
yeah,
important decisions you'll make is how you spend your time and who you spend your time with. And, for most people, you're going to spend like 80% of your life trying to figure out how to make money so you can even live, right? And if you're going
right.
to spend that much time trying to figure out how to live and take care of yourself and your family, you better figure out something that really is meaningful, impactful, and it's going to really also give you the type of resources you need so that you can
Absolutely.
enjoy this life to the maximum. And I think entrepreneurship does that.
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. So I know you're very passionate about helping others. You have a website, which is the prosperplus.com. But before we get into that, like what got you into this business? Like what do you do right now, Frank? Are you in the solar business? Is that correct?
Yeah, well, more importantly, I'm in the helping people find ways to make money by helping people, right? So
Right.
my number one strength is helping people make money so that they can have more time, right? More freedom, more options,
Exactly.
right? And solar being one of the ways we do that. Solar is still a young industry in America. It's less than 3% of homeowners have solar,
Yeah.
and that means there's a ton of solar still to be installed. And so we're still in the very early stages of solar. But the cool thing about solar is you don't really have to have a license. You just need to be trained to sell it, and you can make really good money. I mean, a lot of the people that work with us that I've trained are making deep six figures, right? And even a few have even made seven figures. And so this can be life changing money. And here's the good thing about it is it's not selling a lotion or a potion or a magic pill. This is equipment that creates energy that reduces the cost of your electric, right? So you're not going to sell something that maybe works, cross your fingers, say a prayer, and hope that it works. This is something that
Yeah.
actually is effective. And when you're able to help people and also make great money, it's a win-win for everybody.
Exactly, exactly. So, do you? I seen in some videos on YouTube that you have like, is it conferences or coaching sessions? Do you help people? You develop them as well in the beginning.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you're talking about people who need to understand the product, understand the process, understand how to get people to understand what it is about solar that makes it attractive and why they should sign
Yeah.
up for it. So I love helping people get to where they want to go. There's a lot of paths to take when it comes to success. You can take the
Okay.
hard, narrow way. You can take the long way. You can take a car. You can take a boat. You can take a plane. I like to think when someone gets trained by me, they're actually skipping ahead in the TSA line and they're going on private. They're taking private planes to where they got to go. So
Exactly.
that's my goal is to give people the shortcut and also give them the luxury way to get there. And what I've learned through failure, trial, and error, they get to take advantage of if they're coachable and they're willing to learn and apply what I'm teaching them.
Okay. Okay. That's cool, man. That's cool. So, how did the COVID affect you? It personally and whatnot, and business wise. Like, did you see anything that affected you as far as like the business wise, or something that motivated you more?
Well, I when COVID hit, we looked at it as an opportunity. One of the things I say to your audience, especially entrepreneurs, is the number one skill is adaptability as an entrepreneur, right?
Okay.
If you don't know how to adapt, you're going to be eliminated, right? I hate to use that word, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
You're not going to exist if you can't adapt. And everyone had to adapt when it came to COVID. Well, if you're in business, I know many businesses that didn't even stay open and completely shut down, and they're still not in business because
Right.
they didn't know how to adapt for whatever reason. We adapted, so we actually saw an increase of sales during those times. Now, I
Okay.
can tell you the negative thing. I almost died from COVID. Right, I literally was in the hospital for 4 weeks
Wow.
over a period of time, and it almost took me out. Right, I mean, literally telling you, and this is why I'm so passionate about teaching people what to do with their time and who they spend their time with and how they make their money, which contributes to how they spend their time. Because when I was in the hospital, literally, and I'm telling you this honestly, Angel, a
Yeah.
younger guy, 22 years old, better shape than me, better health than me, he dies, and he's next door to me. A 32-year
Wow.
old deputy sheriff who had a beautiful family, he died, and he was on the same floor as me. But I'm
Wow.
here. I'm still here for whatever reason. The big man upstairs left me here. So my
That's
point
right.
to you is that I'm a maniac and on a mission about helping people utilize their time so that they can actually maximize memories and time with their family. And you can't give me, and I can't give you more time. But what I can do is help you find quality time, more quality
Yeah.
time, right? So
Right.
I think having streams of income that help you have more options allow you to do that. So for COVID, we just adapted. That's all, and that's what you have to do. No matter if it's COVID, no matter if it's stock market, no matter if it's economy, no matter if someone decides to leave your organization or talk bad about you and you don't even deserve it, you
Yeah.
have to be able to adapt. And so for those of you who are watching this, if you don't learn how to adapt quickly and be creative with it, you're going to be executed. You're not going to exist. So I would highly encourage you all to remember that you got to adapt.
Yeah, absolutely. Adapt. That's a key. That's a key point. I like that. I like that a lot. How about for those that are probably listening right now and say, well, I tried entrepreneurship. It didn't work out. I failed. I burnt out. My business took a dump, etc., etc. maybe I'm considering start over again. Now that all this COVID thing are all back to normal, what you suggest someone that's in that boat right now?
Then that means you actually did the right thing, right? If you failed, you actually got taught better of how to do
Mhm.
it than anybody else could teach you, because failure is the best teacher of success. I
It
mean, no
is.
book is, right? I
Right.
can't even teach you as good as failure can. You know why? Because failure will actually it comes with a sting. It comes with pain. It comes with things that you lose. And the
That's right.
reason why we don't want to fail is because we have a fear of losing something. But when you
That's right.
fail, you usually lose something. Okay. Now, hopefully, it's not nothing personally, but
Of
when you
course.
fail in business, you will lose something, whether it's money, time, whether it's people's relationships, whether it's opportunities, you'll lose something. And what happens is the only way us as humans really learn is when we lose something, unfortunately. So what happens is when you, whoever's out there who started a business and failed, you actually are on the right path to actually be successful, because my
That's right.
first business didn't succeed either, nor did my second one, and probably my can't remember, but probably my third one either. But my point to
Yeah.
you is that that's exactly where you want to be. If you
True.
failed in business and you stunk it up, brush yourself off, find yourself a good mentor, surround yourself with the right people, learn what you need to learn, and
Yeah.
keep going.
That's important. Surround yourself with the right circle of people. So how about prosper plus.com? So speaking of what would someone expect if they go to that website?
Where if you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, someone who's like on your own, or even a small team, or even a large team, but mostly for those that are smaller, this is a marketing CRM software that we put together, and it's got
Oh,
everything. All right, it's
okay.
got landing pages, text messaging, a calendar. It's got website builder in it. It's got an
I've
email
seen that.
campaign. It's got everything. It's a suite of everything. Now, not only does it have those options, but it also has pre-built sequences in it, and text messages and templates, everything you need to get started. It's really plug and play. So you can go out there and piece together the software. You can go buy ClickFunnels and Calendly. You can go buy this, that, and the other, and you can put it all together. And by the time you pay for all of it, you may be spending like $1,000 a month.
Sure.
For us, I think our biggest package is like $600 or $700 a month. But most people, buy the middle package of $397. My point to you is this software was designed to help the solopreneur, the business owner who has a small team, to scale
Right.
their business. And one of the best ways to scale your business is have a system, and software, look like the one we put together with Prosper Plus, will
Yeah.
help you do that. And you can do all this stuff on automation nowadays, right? You
Right.
can literally recruit a whole team. You can follow up in text message, in email. You can even socially schedule your post all through this software that we put together. So definitely go check it out, get a free demo, and I'd love to help you guys sign up for the software to help you actually scale your business.
Cool. Cool. Absolutely. So guys, go to Prosper Plus, and Prosper is PROSPRPLUS.com. I'm gonna have all the links in the description. So also Frank, talk to us about the solarnextlevel.com as well, that website.
Yeah. Well, at Solar Next Level, we've had the privilege of starting a company from zero and taking it all the way to 20 million a year. We were one of the fastest growing solar companies between 2017 and 2019 here in Florida. And
Wow.
so I've had the privilege of training thousands of reps in other companies. And so we've created this consulting business, helping people get into solar and learn how to get their solar business going, whether it's their own company or whether they're just a sales rep. We teach people how to double their sales. We teach people how to make sales. We teach people how to market themselves. So we have a training program that we put together, many training programs actually. So if someone's interested in learning how to get into solar and sell it, I mean, I'll just tell you the truth, Angel. You can make anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000 every single sale, right? It can be
Wow.
that
Yeah.
lucrative, depending on the
Yeah.
size, of course. So if you learn how to do this, and again, here's the key: you don't have to have a certain education or a license to do this.
A
You
license.
just need to be coachable and then follow through. And it
Right.
will, if you need income to change your life so that you can have more options and more time, I would tell every one of you entrepreneurs out there, especially the young ones, learn how to sell, because it's something you will never, if you learn how to do, you
Hmm.
don't have to worry about being broke, because once you learn how to sell and offer and close, you can pretty much close anything and always have a way to make money. Well, solar pays you really well to do that. And homeowners, like I said, everywhere are looking to add solar because the electric rates keep going up and up and up and up. And this is the only option they can really use to combat that.
And I think, in my opinion, I think, Frank, that right now in 2022 and moving forward, the solar industry is actually growing, is
Oh yeah,
getting more recognized. Like people were, more skeptical about in the past, hearing things about it. So, what do you have to say to those who are still doubting that industry?
yeah. Well, I mean, listen, let me ask you a question. Why did you pick your electric company in the first place? Because you
Hmm.
had no choice,
You had to. There's no
right?
options,
And then
right?
let me ask you another question. What's the longest bill you will pay? It's not your mortgage, even though it's pretty long. It's your electric bill, right?
Yeah,
And then let me ask you another question. What's the reward for paying all the electric that we've paid over the years? They keep rewarding us by raising the rates,
that's
right?
it.
Let me ask you another question. What was the average electric bill in 1970, like 50 years ago? What was it? What would be your guess?
Well, in that time, probably what, $50?
$25 a month was the average electric bill.
Hmm.
The average electric bill today is over $200. That's a 500% increase
Wow.
since then. And then let me explain this to you. Since 2002, 20 years ago, it's doubled, and now it's on pace to double in 10 years.
Yeah.
So, no matter if you sign up for solar with me or not, folks, do yourself a favor. Your electric bill, what you're paying today, will be probably double, more than likely,
Wow.
in 10 years. So if you go solar, don't get me wrong, it's not free, nor is it cheap to go solar. It's pretty
Right.
easy to go solar because it's zero out of pocket. You just take the money you're already spending and shifting it over to what you're going to use for your solar equipment.
Hmm.
But here's what it's going to do. It's going to prevent you from all those rate increases every time. Your neighbor's going to pay more. You're going to, it'd be the same thing, Angel, if we went back in a time machine. Let's get in a time machine real quick. Go back 20 years when I had more hair, I was skinnier, and gas was $1.30, a
Yeah.
dollar 30 per gallon. What if you and I could have locked in that rate forever?
Forever.
We would have made a lot of money right now because I'd be selling some gas to other people. I'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
I got it for $2.30 over here. So
Hmm.
that's the same thing you're doing when you go solar. You lock in your rate, and when everybody else goes up, yours stays the same, and then eventually you pay it off, right? And then it gives you a tax benefit. Then it gives you equity, more equity in your home. Then it helps you with the environment. I mean, there's a ton of benefits. It's, in my opinion, people need to really just educate themselves when it comes to
Yeah.
solar because the ROI is there. The payments are lower than what you're paying now. I'm not going to ask you to give me any additional money than you're already spending, right? To
Right.
go solar and save yourself a ton of money. So to me, it's more of an IQ test than it is a sell.
That's right. That's right. So, Frank, if someone wants to join you, and etc., but do they have to be within the Florida area? Just to be clear.
To join me to do what?
Well, or to work, to get
Oh no,
involved, to
no, no,
learn.
no.
Okay.
We actually have a remote platform, and we sell
That's my
all
question.
through the United States. We're in 30 states actually, so it doesn't
Okay.
matter where you're at. I mean, as long as you're in America, you speak English or Spanish. We
Yeah.
can put you to work if you want to be a part of it because we it's remote now. You can do it by Zoom or by a video
Exactly.
conference, right? So
Yeah,
we
that
can
was my
train.
question to
Yeah,
see if someone, whether in the West
yeah.
Coast or whatnot, they could. Okay. All right.
Yeah, no matter where you like, right before I got on here, we sold a deal in California. We sell deals all across
Oh,
the United States, and we never even leave the house, man. So I don't know
yeah.
about you, but I'm 300 and none of your business pounds. I like my AC. So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, those guys out there that are knocking doors, God bless their soul. We're making more
Yeah, bro.
sales than they are, and we don't even have to leave the house. So
Hey,
that's why we
man.
love what we're doing. We're doing it all remote.
That's cool. That's cool, man. Plus, you save it on gas, man. The way gas prices are right now,
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter. Even
It's
if you have
better than
electric
taking
car.
pictures of your feet and putting them on OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, exactly. I heard about that. Oh, Frank, man. Hey, listen, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you, man. I think you've over delivered, man. I appreciate you, man. I know that my audience is going to appreciate everything that you talked about, and I want to leave him with more curious about what you do. So I'm gonna end it right now because I want them to contact you. And I'm definitely gonna have your links down in the description below on Facebook. I know they could follow you on Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok under your name, Frank Amos. Okay, so go ahead and follow him, guys. And Frank, man, I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, man.
Blessings to you and your family, and we'll keep in touch. All right.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Frank. You take care, man. Appreciate it. All right, folks. So there you have it, man. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter as well under Angel Santos 75, also under Instagram under Angel Santos Podcast. And once again, follow Frank, man. He's a great entrepreneur, great businessman. And listen, he's not gonna be wasting your time. His time is valuable. He's gonna give you the right advice. So think about it. All young entrepreneurs out there, look up this business. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Look them up, and we'll see you on the next episode. But before I leave, I want to leave you always with a positive note, and I want to leave you with Matthew 19:26, and it says, "With God, all things are possible." All things are possible with him. All right, guys. So blessings to all of you. You guys tune in next time to the Young Entrepreneur Mindset Podcast. Also, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, like I said in the beginning, and look up more content. I have more content just like what we delivered today. There's a lot of information out there. So, guys, tune in to the next time. All right. Take care. God bless. I'll see you next time.